And we're back. Sorry for the laugh, guys, but and we're back. So this was pretty hard to open. I mean, I understand that people don't want people to break into this, but you know, people are buying this hard. So basically, I have a rating system for the toys and everything. So it's Jack in the Boxes, you know, thing, doo-doo, count up. So it's 1 to 4. 1 is poor, 2 is good, 3 is very good, and 4 is magnificent. That means excellent. And it is awesome, great. That means it is the best. So this figure is really great, and it reminds me of all the figures from the late 70s and early 80s. The Kenner large-size action figures or dolls. And they produced these from about 78 to 81. And it's very similar, but these are actually cheaper. Can you believe that? But this was $10, and I think this is very good. And this was from Revenge of the Sith, and it is the only movie that I cannot watch because it is PG-13. No. But, can you zoom in?
Yeah.
He does have a very distinctive face because, you know, he is a brave Jedi Knight, but he also has an emotional side, like when Anakin felt the lava because, you know, he was like, you're my brother Anakin, I love you. And, you know, he left him. But,
wait, who's his brother?
He said he acted like he was my brother because he was basically like his brother.
Oh, okay.
And he loved him too. He said, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, I won't help you. Because,
okay.
But one thing I'm concerned about is that Obi-Wan did have a belt, and I'm afraid that someone ripped this off.
Nobody ripped it off. The thing was in the box so well, it couldn't. You couldn't break in at all.
And of course, Obi-Wan has his thing like that because he's always like that. He's always like this. He always has like his lightsaber over there, and he's like this.
What do the fingers mean?
We've won.
That's what it means?
Basically.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, like, there's no reason to fight. Put down your weapon. We've won.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who starred in the movie.
Wait, so is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Good. But I don't know who
Is he friends with Luke Skywalker?
Well, he basically taught him because because he told him all about his father. He said, because he was his apprentice. So he said, your father was the best starfighter in the world, and blah, 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 but he lied about something. He lied to him. He lied to Luke.
Oh.
Because he didn't want him to know.
Seems to be a lot of that going around in sci-fi movies.
He didn't want him to know because he said that Darth Vader murdered him, but he didn't tell him that Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But
So what's your rating on this guy? So how many Jack in the Boxes does he get then?
Like 2 3/4 or like
2 3/4? I think
three.
that's going to be hard to...
Three.
3? Wow, that's a pretty high rating. So he's very good. So you think he has good overall value and
I wanted it to go up to 10.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's what they represent, the 4. So you think he's a good overall, he's a good value money-wise? Does he seem like he's made well? Does he look like he's going to, like, fall apart?
He was made in Australia.
Really? Not China?
How was that too?
Really?
Distributed in Australia.
No, distributed doesn't mean that's where it's manufactured.
Oh.
Distributed means something else. Distributed means that's where the point of entry is, where they all go to, and then it gets to the rest of the world.
Made in China.
Yeah, made in China. That's why he's $9.99.
Let me see here. Where's it made?
Gee, I'll bet you $1 million it's made in China.
Oh, you won the bet.
Okay. All right. So he gets, you said 3.5?
3.
3. Okay. So
But
he's
we're
very
not-
good.
we're not done
I
with
think
this
that's
video yet.
I think that's
We
fair.
have to review the articulation.
Okay.
Just like 5 more minutes.
Okay.
So, no articulation in the head, and that is kind of counterproductive.
Counterproductive. It's a little disappointing, I think. Well, don't try to twist his head
I'm
off.
showing you.
That's how all your figures have ended up.
This is a doll. He has articulation
In bad place.
in the arms, no ball jointed, and
Okay.
reluctantly his arms do move.
What'd you say?
His arms move around like that,
Uh-huh.
but not all the way.
So reluctantly.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
and his boots don't come off.
Okay. Do his feet move? No.
Yes, they do. No, they don't.
No. So all he can kind of do is just sort of walk like a soldier, moving his legs and moving his arms. He's very limited. He can't. Can he sit?
Yeah, sure he can.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. And
So basically, he can sit and he can walk straight, but he can't. But if somebody, like if the is that the Riddler?
Yeah.
But if the Riddler said, "Psst, hey, come over here," and he was standing behind him, he couldn't just like turn his head to hear what he had to say, right? He'd have to turn his whole body, right? Because
Oh, we want a special hero.
that might hurt his neck. Yeah, yeah. So is he articulated? Can you show the difference between what's something fully articulated?
I have a smaller version of Obi-Wan over here.
And is he articulated?
Yeah, he has a cloak.
So can you show how his head
I
moves
lost
totally
his
around?
lightsaber, basically.
I'm
His
sure
head
it's somewhere.
goes up. That.
Okay.
His arms go like that.
Okay.
His.
So that's a lot more. That's a lot more
I'm not done yet.
complicated. Wow. So he moves a lot.
Yep.
So do you think they're more fun to play with when they have more parts that move?
Not really, because they're kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
But these are nice because you can keep. Yeah, but these are nicer because you don't have to. Yeah, because you can lose the parts easily. This is smaller. This is big. All right, you can't lose it.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good
and
point.
it's stuck to it.
That's a good point. Well, that might be good for you. But he's not so portable, though, right?
See, of course he is. You can put him in a box.
Well, the other one you can put in your pocket. You can't fit him in your pocket.
Well, you can always put him in a bag. Well, there's like cases.
Oh, okay.
You could buy like a Darth Vader case.
Well,
Yeah, but I think that's only for the small figures.
yeah, I think he's a little bulky. So he looks like something maybe you put on display in your room.
Well, you don't.
Okay. So so how many? I forgot how many.
3.
You gave him
And
3.
I just want to give you a little more detail on this. I just want to show difference between here. Same.
They're so cute when you put them next to each other. Can you stand them both on the table next to each other?
Well, he can definitely stand.
Yeah, and put the other little one next to him.
Well, he's not going to stand up without a stand.
So that's the same guy, but
I'll
he's
be
little.
right back. Don't move.
That's the same guy, but he's just a lot smaller. Okay. All right. Well, they could stand next to each other, and then they could just sit next to each other.
He has a stand. Well, this isn't the exact one. This is actually Padme's.
Okay. So put them on that, and we'll get one shot of them together, standing, and then let's
Let's get him with this cloak.
and then let's finish this episode of let's finish this review then.
Mom, can I watch this with part of it?
Hurry up. Put them down so we can finish.
I'm not that fast. All right, there we go.
Okay. Okay, and there they are. Okay, so it's
Actually,
3. What is it again? 3.
Yeah, but see with this one, it has something silver thing on his belt. Well, this one doesn't.
Okay, well, right to the manufacturer. So it's 3 Jack in the Boxes, and that's it.
This one is, I'd give it 5.
That one gets 4 is your highest. You have a rating scale.
Then I give it 4.5.
You can't go higher than 4. 4 is the highest.
All right, then I'll give it 4.
Okay, so 4 for that, 4 for the little one, and the big one gets 3.
Like 2 turning. So like 2.5.
So 2.5 to 4. That's a big difference.
Not really, because it's like 1.
So what did you need to buy this big one for?
If you had a birthday.
If you already had one that was 4,
basically
can you go over there? If you already had the one that was 4.
Alright, basically if he had a birthday, it'd be tomorrow. He'd be turning 3 tomorrow.
Okay.